Hey everyone, welcome. We're doing a little bit of a early morning stream, and I know it's been a little while since our last stream video. We are just gonna pick up where we left off. So working on the PDDL API, and yeah, let's see what we can get happening. So like always, there's a branch on the GitHub specifically for where we're at, what we're working on for this stream. Feel free to follow along, and let's go ahead and get started. So yeah, I'm just gonna check in with where I was before. So if we just go back here, we go to the branch. Just want to check what we did in our last commit. So what were we working on before? In fast hour and simple. Okay, right. We were refining the fast hour PDDL file. And okay, so a lot of changes in that file. And then in menu choice, okay, looks like we had made some changes to the fast downward agent. Also some stuff for the, it looks like we made some code to deal with teleport traps. Okay. So it's been a little while. I think it's been over a month since the last stream. So, you know, even I have to bring my mind back to where I was when I was working on this. So let's just try running things, see what we can do. So we actually want a different window. And so I need to change this in the OBS real quick. Okay, that's great. And just gonna move this and make it real small so you guys just have some idea what's happening. But hopefully it won't block much else. So I'm just gonna put it in the bottom corner there. That way, you know, you can kind of just get a sense of what I'm working on. Okay, so we're in the DCSS AI wrapper folder at the root level. And I think we can just go into, oh yeah, we need to activate the virtual environment. And on PowerShell, you don't actually run source, you just run a script. Just activate .ps1. All right. And now I think what we can do is we can just do, just run agents in the source DCSS agent, and we can just do fast hour planning agent. So this should work. Okay. We're running. It looks like it's going through the menus. And okay, it's playing. Cool. So while this is running, I'm just gonna let this run. And then, yeah, in the meantime, we're gonna go back to the code. So we're doing some stuff with models. You know, honestly, you know, the main thing is just the PDDL API, right? So if we're working on the PDDL API, that's going to be in game, and we have these functions. And we just need to start implementing these functions. So player stats. Okay, I have a to-do note here, which is great. So finish turning these into PDDL. Okay, and right now this PDDL is going to be a bit simplified. So we have player resist, all those stats, see invisible, harm. There's movement speed, attack speed, and player place. Do we not have player place? No, so this is the first PDDL function. Okay. So we need to add these. And so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cancel this agent script. I'm going to play the game manually. Actually, I'm going to go to the crawl wiki. And see if I can find something on movement speed. Right. So movement speed. So basically very quick, quick, average, slow, very slow. Movement speed, and then is it the same for attack speed? Let's see. Attack speed doesn't seem to have. I wonder if there's an upper limit. So all weapons have a minimum delay. To find out the minimum delay for a particular weapon, take the base delay, divide it by 2, and drop the remainder. So a hand axe with a base delay of 13 would be 6. Interesting. But you know, in the game, right? If we start a game, if I do the @ sign, if I press the @ sign, oh no, is that? Oh no, sorry, the @ sign. My movement speed is average. Your attack speed is below average. I think it's using the same values when it describes it. The I command displays your character status. Description. Oh, so I think this is actually talking about attack speed, not movement speed. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values here, and we have the qualitative values for in the PDDL, and so what we're going to do is we're going to look at those and see if that'll work. I think we have 7 values for that. Maybe we can just use the middle 5. I think this will be in the model. So this is I think this is the model. So right, we have none, low, medium, medium, high, high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think we're just going to use these low to high. So we have 5 values. This matches the very quick to very slow here. So let's do that. And speed being high will just mean that you're quick. So if we go back here, so we're gonna do is we're gonna player movement speed value. I want to see where this is being written. Find usages. So that's a spot. It's value read, value write. So when we're writing it, it's movement speed to unknown. Otherwise, it's going to be a movement speed object. So if we go to this class, unknown, very slow. Okay, cool. So we have very slow to very quick. Excellent. So we're just going to map these onto that in the qualitative PDDL we had before. So that's going to make it pretty easy. Okay, a lot of scrolling, big file. Okay, so I think this is going to be pretty, so we have the quantitative choices list here. And I think we're just going to index it. Because unknown will just say none. That could possibly be an edge case thing, but I don't think that's really going to matter. Because as soon as the game reads it and it's not, the game won't read it as none. So none would really indicate an error of some kind. So for assuming the game's going to read it correctly, I think we can be pretty safe in this choice. So all we're going to do here is just say player stats.pddl dot append so what do we have in our model in terms of movement speed? So these are background objects, but we need like predicates. So those are types. These are constants. So underneath all that, we should have predicates. Yes, predicates. And we're gonna have to have movement speed. So player stats. It does not look like we have movement speed. So we're gonna have to add that here. So player movement speed, and this is gonna be a qualitative quantity. Qualitative quantity. All right. So this is what we are going to write out in the game. Player movement speed, and we're going to just look up quantitative choices, except this is going to be self dot player. Whoa, apparently I can't type today. Player movement speed, but this is going to be the value for the movement speed. So let me just look real quick. Python get enum value. I know it's really simple. Okay. Okay. I think you have to do dot value. Okay. This should be everything we need. self.player movement speed. I think that should be fine. I don't know why it's highlighting yellow. It makes me nervous. Player movement speed. Yeah, player movement speed dot value. And this is the right thing, right? So as long as it's this, as long as I didn't type it wrong. Yeah, okay, we're good. I don't know why it's doesn't like that. Oh, because it crosses the line, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so we got this. Movement speed value is done. And now we have attack speed. That value, if we go back to menu choice, we have our player, we have attack speed. So unknown is going to be known. Actually, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Everything I had said before, where about this character speed, this is character speed. This is not attack speed. Sorry about that. And somewhere else, I got these values for attack speed. Maybe I got them from. I don't think I got it from this page in the wiki, but wiki latest stable release. Okay, they've updated it for a newer one. Is this attack speed? No, this is just. Anyway, I'm gonna trust that these values seem very reasonable here, things that I've seen in the game. So we're just gonna compartmentalize these into that enumeration, the qualitative value choices that we have. Because just, keep in mind we're gonna keep this very first version of the PDDL, and we're kind of abstracting it, and we're just drawing some arbitrary lines between concepts and other things. So we're gonna have to add attack speed here. Player attack speed, qualitative quantity, and then what we're gonna do here is we're going to attack speed quantitative choice. Did I spell that right? This is going to equal so we're not going to be able to exactly do self dot player attack speed dot value. We just have to say have an if statement. So, this might be, there might be a shorter way we could write this code, but I don't want to spend too much time trying to figure that out. So I should make it, I should use these enums here just to make it crystal clear and not have magic numbers. So attack speed dot unknown. So if it's unknown, then we're gonna say, so I guess actually we can just ignore the default case. We can just say it's unknown. This is gonna be so we're gonna say attack speed quantitative choice. So actually we don't need to handle the unknown case because that's already being handled. Is it unknown? It's not unknown. Yeah, so attack speed is unknown, and then in the planning model, if we go back to the top, this would be none. And that's really like not, I think those are the same. Gets none by default. Okay, so if the attack speed is, we're gonna have to just do some binning here. So if it's extremely slow, so this could be bin 1, this could be bin 2, bin 3, bin 4, bin 5. I like that. So bin 1, bin 2, no, sorry. Bin 1, bin 2, bin 3. No, we can just do every 2 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 10 here, and we kind of have 5 here. So we could actually make it simpler. So 9 and 10. Yeah, let's just make it verbose. Extremely slow or very slow. So extremely slow. And what, I don't know how fast this is, but I really like to do this. When instead of having like 2 long statements, you can just throw this in a dictionary. Attack speed dot very slow. So if it's these, we're gonna give it 1. And then this is extremely slow and very slow, quite slow and below average, quite slow, below average. This is gonna get a 1. Average and above average. Average. Above average. It's gonna get, oh, whoops. Gonna get a 3. And then quite fast, very fast. And then, so 0, 1, 2. Yeah, okay, I think this is right. And so this is going to be extremely fast, blindingly fast. Cool. All right. So that handles that well. We need to make sure we add it now. So dot append player attack speed. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, great. So we got attack speed value and now place. Do we not have player place so far? I guess we don't. I think hopefully this should be simple. Player stats PDDL dot append player place. How do we have it in the planning model? We need to go down to the predicates. Player add as a cell. Just have player place. And place is a place here. And down here we have places, lair, dungeon. So we're getting this right now. So this should be simple. So sub.player. Oh, there's too many. Do we have player place? I want to find where this is used. I think we're like I think we should separate out depth. I don't know. We have these places here. But really, depth is this number, I think. Then we kind of have a global depth. I'm gonna keep this for now. Oh, this won't even work right now when we get outside of the dungeon. Okay, we're gonna have to come back and fix that. So I'm actually gonna say we update both the planning model and okay. So that's a better version. For now, we're gonna do this. This should at least be able to get us to depth of dungeon 15. Okay. You know, right now, before I end tonight, or sorry, this morning, it's an early morning, I'm going to make a note to add a GitHub issue for that, so we are tracking that. Okay, so we got player place. And now we have these status effects. So if I click on this, so right, I think for all of these, basically, so actually if we click on these, so in like here we just have all the status effects. So we just need to map them and make sure we're writing it out right. So we have all these. These are all the status effects. So we just need to take these and go here, go to status effect API, I think, and just do map. So this is mapping for the parsing. So I think we're just gonna make a new class, which is just so just paste. That's annoying. Okay, we're just gonna we're just gonna copy this class. And we're going to say this is, man, come on. Oh, because there's a comma there? Wow, really didn't like that. Okay. So we're going to say status effect PDDL mapping. Assist, let's say writing PDDL with status effect the player has. And status effect PDDL lookup, we'll do that. And so now instead of this, let's just make sure the order is correct. Agile, anti-magic, augmentation. I think it's going to be the same. Agile, anti-magic, augmentation. Okay, so we're just going to assume that's the case. And we'll double check it. Wow, a lot of these. Okay, go back to status effect. And then what we're going to do is, okay, we got all of these. We're gonna do like one of these massive selects. This is so fun to me. So I'm gonna highlight all these. W was the last one, I think. So we're gonna highlight all of these, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna press home, select them, do a Control C. And then what we're going to do is we're going to highlight all of these. God, this is such a cool feature for just dealing with like large amounts of, I don't know, just fixed data. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Okay, I'm one off somewhere. Where are we off? Cooldown, Corona, Days, Death's Door, Disjunction Matches, Engorged, Frozen, Magic Contamination Works. Okay. It looks like Paralysis, Petrifying. Petrified is a different status effect. So we're going to change that in our model. So petrifying or petrified status is going to have to change. We're going to have each of those here. So petrified, petrifying or petrified. So we're just going to have this, and then we're going to add this. Petrified status, status effect. And then I'm gonna go back here. We're gonna make the is it, yeah, petrifying and petrified. Actually, let me just do the same thing here. Because now I'll just do it all again from here. And this is petrifying. I think that's where we'll start. Okay, I think we're good. Petrifying, petrified, poison matches, repel missiles matches, all this stuff. Okay, beautiful. Do we need this? I think we need this for this, yeah. Okay, so what that means is going to be super awesome. Just a very small amount of code back in game to do. Is still getting an error? Oh, it does want this? Oh, did I not close it? Oh, okay, that was my bad. Okay, and we, eventually we'll need to fill these in and parse them. But that's something for later. So now we're just gonna basically iterate over them. So we're just gonna say for status effect in self.player status effects. We're gonna do player stats PDDL append say, well, now we need to check our model. What is the predicate for having a status effect? Do we have one? Looks like we don't have one. So I think we're just gonna add player has status effect, and we're gonna give it a status effect. So we're just gonna do this. And we're just gonna, so we'll copy that here. And then we're just gonna do format. And so status effect, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, so actually we want to flip this dictionary. That'll make it a bit more natural, I think. So I'm gonna highlight all these. No, I was afraid of that. Okay. Let's just, yeah, no, it'll be the same. No. Oh man, I really can't type. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is do this. Control X. Go to the end. Colon. Control V. I think that's it. Yep. Beautiful. So status effect. So it's gonna be, so it's this. This dot, and then the mapping, and then we're going to give it as a key the status effect, and it should give us back the PDDL. And we're going to have to import that. And that's in status effect. So from status effect, oh, sorry, we have it up here. Status effect, PDDL mapping. And okay, beautiful. So status effects are done. Wow, that's big. We might finish this function tonight. That is pretty awesome. So we want to do the same thing with mutations. Sounds good. So for mutation in self.player, mutations, we're basically going to do a similar thing. No. Why did that? Okay. Oh, it put it on 2 lines. Okay. I think we're just going to add a player has a mutation. Go back, make sure this is in the model. And let's find out where we have mutation. So mutation. And we have all these. Okay. Okay. Mutation. So in the PDDL file, if we go back, will it go back to that? No, it's not. Okay. And in the predicates, we need to add that this is of type mutation. Back to game, player has mutation. And then I assume we have a mutation object. Source. Mutation. Okay. And just like we have mutation mapping, we're going to copy this and have a mutation PDDL mapping. Mutation PDDL mapping. Assists. What did we say here? Oh, that's that one. Okay. And just go ahead and remove that, remove that. And let's now go here, go back up to mutation, here, nope, down one. No, sorry, up one. Okay, these are all the mutations. There's not too many. So we're gonna do our little multi-select. Okay. Do this, go to mutation. Is there a lot? I feel like they're not gonna match. Let's see. They're not matching. Oh, although a lot of them, yeah, they are accurate up until this point. Are we parsing these? Headbutt. Auxiliary. Is that a status effect? The attack? Is there anything here about having like blade hands? No. So I think those are mutations. Huh. Well, I think we're gonna add them into our model if they're not. So basically, you know, I'm just literally gonna take all of them. I'm just gonna do this. Maybe it's not the best names. I'm gonna do Control C. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna do Control V. I'm gonna highlight. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna highlight these. I'm gonna look up the command in PyCharm. Lowercase text. There should be a. Okay, I think it's just Control Shift U. Yep. Okay, so now they're all lowercase. Just gonna keep these. Well, actually, not yet. Oh no. Well, how do I? I should get to, no. Okay, I'm gonna have to reselect them. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just get rid of mutation. Yes, now I'm gonna Control C, go back to my fast download, add them in here. Except I don't want that. Add them in here. You can also do the multi-select on the new lines usually. So, no. Wait, oh, because, oh my goodness. Ugh, maybe if I did it myself, I'd be done already. Okay, anyway. Okay, and we need to say that all of these are mutations. So, what's going on? Okay. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're just gonna do that. Got all of them here. Except this is the PDDL mapping. So the last thing I want to do is flip them. Oh, and I'm calling it the same, yeah. Mutation, PDDL lookup, and we're gonna flip it, so. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. And we're good. And we're more than good. We're great. We can go back here. We can complete our for loop. Apply as mutation mapping, and this would be mutation PDL mapping. Is it gonna find it? Yep, find it. We're gonna look up the mutation. Awesome, and then we just need to import this where we are importing mutations, which we already have right here. Okay, awesome. Awesome. So that takes care of all the mutations. Is that all we have left? Oh, that's all we have left. All right, I think we've implemented this API function. That's pretty awesome. Let's just double check a few things. Do we have health? We have player health. We have their magic points, who they're worshiping, spell slots, resists, stealth, these statuses, player movement speed, attack speed, where the player is. I think that's mostly everything. Huge. This is huge. So, yeah. 2.2 level 1. I don't know what that means. I think I'm just quoting something from the Fast Downward Planner about the PDDL level, and saying we're not using numeric planning. I want to say PDDL predicates that are returned here. And I want to just make, yeah, I think we could just list all of them. So I literally am going to search for this. And I'm just going to do this, Control C. And how do you make a list in like Sphinx? Documentation cheat sheet. What? No, give me the actual cheat sheet. Oh, it's literally as simple as I think it's as simple as saying this. So I think I can do Control V. And then what I want to do is oh, no. Whoops. First of all, I want to tab twice, put an asterisk, go to the end. Let's just do this manually. So actually, all of these I'm going to remove. And then I think there's a way to PyCharm move cursor one word. So I think it's control left or control right. So let's see if this will work. So I go here, control right. Oh, look at that. Amazing. I learned something new. There's a couple doubles we need to remove. Player place. All right, I think that's it. Okay, so I wonder if well, we'll see if the documentation renders that just fine, but I think it should. Cool, so what I'm gonna do is, we still don't have strength, intelligence, dexterity, AC, EV, SH. Yeah, that's fine. So this is great. This is some serious progress. So we're gonna clean up some stuff a little bit. I'm gonna do a commit message. So finished writing git player stats PDDL and updated documentation. So we're gonna do that. Git push. Oh, I thought I did this already. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh, my SSH agent isn't running. Cool. Okay, message. Let me try this. I think I. No? Oh, yeah. Okay. Pushed it now. Push the branch. Let me just double check that's the case. 30 branches, right? There's a new branch. Excuse me. And the commit, we have excellent. Looks like it's working. So this is great. This is super great. I'm gonna go ahead and add a GitHub issue. issues. We're going to add an issue. I need to sign in. Okay, issues, new issue. Refactor player place for PDDL use. And see, I'll just basically from the get player stats PDDL file okay, and then I want to link to a commit. It's a super cool thing to do with issues. Let me. Okay, we had this. I want to link to it. Code. How do I click commits? Yeah, I think I can copy it, and then I can go here. Oh, it did mark up. It did get the commit though. But I gotta edit this. Okay. Awesome. This is pretty awesome. Let's see. Okay, so we have the player stats PDDL. Next, we're gonna work on inventory. Then we have skills, and then we have map data. And then once we have all of those, we can go to our planning agent and we can remove the old file, the old way of doing things, which was basically having this temporary, I think the game is writing a file. Well, let's just see exactly what it's doing. Get plan from fast downward. Yeah, we have this function called write PDDL current state to file that's in the game state. I think what we're going to do is we're going to remove that function entirely. The game state shouldn't be writing files or anything like that. If your agent wants to get the PDDL API and then write that to a file to do the planning, it's more than welcome to. Can do whatever it wants. But for the game state API, I think we absolutely want to move away from writing the file. So yeah, once we get some of those other functions working, we can refactor this, and then we'll be at a point where we have both a PDDL version and a vector-based version, and then we can start, even cooler stuff. So like testing a planning agent and a reinforcement learning agent. Sorry, like a more classical planning agent and a reinforcement learning agent side by side. So they kind of solve two different problems. The naive versions of each, right? Reinforcement learning just tends to learn a policy, and planners tend to be a bit more general than reinforcement learning systems. So nevertheless, we could test to just see how it works for... Anyway, I'm rambling a bit. There's a lot of cool stuff to come. We'll figure it out. Hope this was useful at all to you guys, and I'll see you on the next